Hi guys, it's Kandee, and today I'm going to show you how to contour your face like a pro, and then special tips and tricks that you need for every different face shape, because a lot of times I'll see people posting, this is how you contour, and that's just for one specific face shape or facial features. And I'm going to show you how to make it look appealing for all different faces and what you need to know to highlight and contour different things on your faces that you would like to change. I'm going to be using, this is the RCMA palette, and it just has all of these different colors so I can use highlighting and contouring all in this one palette. This is the VK11 palette. Also, for a drugstore option, you could use these L'Oreal True Match foundation sticks. And another one of my favorites, this is the Cover FX, the full coverage foundation. These are great because they have really thick coverage. They will cover tattoos, discolorations, under eye circles, so you can use any of those options. So basically, the ideal face shape or area that you want highlighted is a heart shape area, and it kind of look if you drew a heart around here all the way to the mouth. So if it went up here and created a little heart shape here. So that's the area that you want to be highlighted. Now, a couple basic tips that I used to teach when I did my makeup seminars is the white jeans versus dark jeans theory. So when you wear dark jeans, it always makes your butt look smaller. And when you wear white pants, it always makes your butt look larger. So if you remember those things, whatever areas you want to look smaller or more sucked in or more defined, you want to make those darker. And whatever areas you want to make look wider or bigger or brighter, you want to make them look like the white pants, so the white areas, because your eye is always drawn to the whitest and brightest thing first. And make sure that you guys subscribe so you don't miss out on any more videos like this. And if you have any questions, just comment them below and I'll try to answer as many as I possibly can. But let's get started, and then we will get into the theory and explain more in-depth tips and techniques so you understand contouring. Get ready, I'm gonna have no makeup on in just 1 second. Don't be frightened. So I'm gonna be using my RCMA palette, and it has all these different color ranges. So I'm gonna be using some of these darker shades to contour, and there's several shades darker than my actual skin tone. So I'm just gonna take my brush and I'm going to apply them in the areas so you can see where the shading needs to take place. So we wanna go right here along the temples, which will be the arch of your eyebrow, and then to the side of your hairline. Then we're gonna go along the side of the face, right into this area where you can take into your brush and go right from the corner of the mouth to kind of this little beginning part of your ear. And wherever the pencil fits right in where that bone is, right underneath, that is where you're going to kind of create this shadow crease right there. So we're gonna do the same thing right there. And then that's where we're gonna create that contouring on the side to really chisel out our features. Now, one thing you need to know, the more chiseled and angled that you create this kind of cheekbone area right here, the older it's going to make you look. So if you wanna go for a more youthful look, don't make your face be so angled. You want a little bit of more elements of roundness. But if you do want those angles, this is exactly how to do it. You can also go down the sides of the nose. You can start up here, kind of at the bridge of the nose, and then just go straight down the sides. This is going to give the illusion of a straighter or thinner nose, whichever you're going to create. If you want to create that button nose look, that same Marilyn Monroe trick, you can create the V here at the tip of the nose. Just makes a cute little tip of the nose area. Then you can also go underneath the lower lip. This is going to make it look like your lower lip is so full, it's creating a shadow right here. Then you can also go in around right above the crease of the eye. And then if you also want to create a more defined jawline, you can really go to town. This is just an extra step you don't have to do. And then you can blend, we'll blend this down in a minute, but you can do that also for some jawline shading right here. Now, just like I was saying how you need to add the dark, and the dark is going to make things look kind of shrunken or sucked in or diminished or small. So this is going to suck in our face by doing the light colors, applying the light colors, the highlight. It's gonna draw your eyes to that area and create an illusion of something that isn't necessarily there. So you can make your nose look straighter, you can make cheekbones look more prominent because you're making those highlighted areas look brighter. So like I said, the analogy where the white pants make your butt look bigger, these white areas are going to make cheekbones look bigger or make an area look broadened or just draw your eyes' attention to something that looks straighter. So I'm gonna take a color that is many shades lighter than my actual foundation color. And with this light color, we're going to draw a line straight down the center of the nose. automatically you see your eyes are drawn to this highlighted area. So it's gonna think, oh, that nose is thin and straight. We're also going to go right here in between the eyebrows, and we wanna make this look flat and recessed. You don't want this shaded because that's gonna look like a heavy caveman brow. So by adding a little bit of highlight right above the center part of the front eyebrows, it's going to make that look flat and no caveman looking action at all. And I also like to go up the forehead just so it makes it look flat and bright and beautiful. I'm also gonna go at the corners of the mouth. We're going to add this highlight right here, and it's just going to give this a lifted look and make our lips look fuller and rounder. You can also highlight the chin if you want to. If you already have a larger, more prominent chin, you can darken that. Remember, the dark is gonna make things look smaller. So if you wanna make it prominent and pop, add some highlight. If you have a larger chin and wanna make it look smaller, just make this dark instead. Now, if you've seen my video on how to get rid of under eye circles, you know that this triangle trick right here is great for eliminating that whole area. So I'm just going to highlight this down to the corner of the nose, up underneath the eye. And then you want to take this bright color and sweep it up. You always want to go in an upward motion. As you can see already, it looks as if this eye had an eye lift. Your eye is going to follow the white highlight line and it's going to think, oh, that looks like motion going upwards. So I'm also going to do that over here and then go down a little bit just to create more of cheekbone action right there. We're going to go around the nostrils. I like to highlight the Cupid's bow right there. And then if you want to, you can highlight right here along the jawline, and that's just going to kind of highlight this area a little bit more. I'm gonna take a little bit of our dark and put this around the hairline a little bit. An extra step you can do for a cute little button nose look is you can go right here from the tip of the nose, just go up a little tiny bit and create a little bit of a shadow, and you can see how it made it look like a little more buttony nose already. So now we're just gonna go back in and we're just gonna blend this all away because right now this just looks crazy. So I'm just gonna take my Beauty Blender sponge. I like to start with the light areas and then work our way to the darker areas. And I used a little bit of dramatic colors just so I could show you. I might use some a little more close to my more natural skin color, but just so you guys can see this really well. Then you want to make sure that you lock this in with powder. If you do not do this step, it's going to melt and smear off all over your face. So think of the powder as like the setting, the glue, the hairspray for your makeup. So I'm just going to take any loose translucent powder and then I'm just going to set this, just put it all over your whole entire face. Now, an extra step to really lock these colors in if you really want your contour to last long, what you can do is take kind of one of these angled flat brushes, and I'm just using Hoola from Benefit, and you take this guy and you're gonna go right over the same places where you went with the dark contour, and you're just going to really emphasize this and lock that color into place. Just each layer that you add on really adds depth to what you've just created. So this is great for everyday, or if you want professional look or you're working on camera or set or anything, this is your flawless contouring to slenderize and make your face look much more angled and skinny and chiseled and all those wonderful things. And now your face is the canvas that's ready to decorate and have fun with all your colors and everything. And so this is just how it looks after I put my makeup on. There's just a little bit of dimension and depth that makes it look like a real professional applied your makeup, because these would be the contouring steps that they would use. So some basic theory that I want to explain to you guys is, basically I drew this very kind of crooked circle, but as you can see, if you shade the sides of this circle, it makes it look more like a rectangle shape. So when you're doing your contouring, that is what you're creating the illusion of. If your face is round, you just want to shade more so it makes the face look more slender. If you have a longer shaped face, you want to shade more in the top near the hairline and your forehead and down by the chin. I have a larger forehead, so I'm going to do more shading around here to make it look smaller. If you have a more round face, you're going to shade these sides to make it look more slender. If you have a wide nose, you're going to shade these sides and make that look more slender. If you have a small chin, you want to make this look wider and highlight that to make it look larger. If you want to make your cheekbones in this area look larger, you're going to highlight this as well. If you want to make your eyes look more open and wider apart, you're going to highlight in here. If you draw a white line down the center of the nose, even if your nose is crooked, you've drawn a straight, lighter line. Your eye is going to be drawn and think it's you're fooling the eye into seeing things. That's basically what makeup is you're creating the illusion and drawing the eye and attention to different areas. So whatever area you want to make look wider and bigger and more open, you want to make look whiter and brighter. What is most attractive to the human eye is a heart shape, and there's just been studies done that show that this heart shape look around the eyebrows and down to the bottom of the mouth, if you keep this highlighted, that looks most appealing to the human eye. So when you make this area look flat, by making this all look light and bright, instead of this is puffy, you got puffy jowls here, you got bags under your eyes. When you make this triangle shape, like in my under eye circle video, you will create this flattened look that makes it look just more appealing, more awake, you look more rested. So always remember these little tips when you're highlighting and contouring on your own face. Whatever you want to look smaller, we make it look darker. Whatever you want to look bigger, you put highlight here on the lip. It's going to make the lip look bigger. You do shading underneath, it's going to make this look like this is pushed in and your lower lip is so big. So that was it, guys. It's really easy, and those are extra steps that you can do. You can do them on a daily basis if you want, or just when you're doing pictures or something fancy or going out. But now you know a couple tips for contouring, and then when you put your makeup on top, it just adds a little bit of dimension that looks different, and it's going to make your makeup look absolutely different. When you try it, you'll be like, oh my gosh, that does look so much better. So those are just some pro tips for your makeup. I hope you like them. Make sure you subscribe for more tips and things like this, and I just hope this helped make you guys feel like your most beautiful self. Huge hugs from my house to yours. I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Bye!